Okay, let me get the right view here. Cause this is exactly how I feel right now. Seriously. In the and I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to whine. I'm not here to ask people to be nice to me. No, I'm not. For real. I have never, ever, ever thought that anybody owed me any goddamn thing. Never, ever. All I did was come to YouTube and make a channel. I didn't even think that it was going to do anything for real, because I came into it believing that I was nobody that had to become a somebody. If I'd have went into it like I was a somebody in the first place, I probably wouldn't have even had all these hangups. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a perfect individual. None of us are. But see, my problem is people who try to pretend like they're perfect. And you can clearly see that they're shitty fucking people. So, all right. So let me go and give some shout outs real quick because that's what I do because I appreciate each and every one of you. Seriously. And we got, he said, what's the newest hang up? What's up, Gabe? Oh boy, man. I'm just saying, man, more new ones get created every day, man. And I mean, shoot. And I should have a more stable image because I'm a grown up. I'm a grown up. Yeah, but see here. Who's gonna get the first shout out this time? Okay. I'm gonna do the members. Okay. I have 20 members. All right. So thank you. And you can become member 21 and for $2.99 per month. I mean, you guys do enough by, watching and hitting the like button and, helping the algorithm so this channel can be seen by more and more people. So, all righty. So we got Greg, Aaron P, Phil Brad, Prof Days, Indigo Flow, The Builder's Table, D-Rock Dan, American Negro, Mr. Me Too, Barry Little, Detroit 313, Mackenzie Mayweather, D. Scott, Black Light Revelations 2, Akron Zippy, Yumcha 11, Black Pearl, Raven Knight, Andre Ford 16, and Blue Marvel 9. Okay, that's Bishop Macbone. He changed his name to Blue Marvel 9. All right. So, all right. So let me all right. Blah 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 blah. No, it was not shit. Blah blah. Okay. All right. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. That's it. So for those of you who have seen those of you who let me get my thoughts together. Sometimes I have a tendency to jumble my thoughts or whatever. For those of y'all who tuned in to last night in Truth as I Know It, I did an interview. I was asked to do an interview and it went somewhat well, but there were certain elements of that conversation that I didn't necessarily appreciate, but as far as my performance, I would say my performance is pretty subjective, so I will let everybody else tell me how I performed in that interview. I'm not going to say I won. I'm not a person that declares himself a victor of anything. I'm not going to say I won and people can clearly, or when people can clearly see I lost, but I don't feel like I lost anything last night. If anything, it was an eye-opening experience. It really was. So, all right. Oh, but let me shout out the chat and don't be afraid to participate. Even you hate watchers out there, too, because I know some of you are here. And look, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and give my takeaways from last night. I should have wrote them down, but I think I can. I think I have a pretty good memory. Got Prof Days in the building, the early bird. Yeah, all right. Then we got RPM said second. All right, RPM is sometimes first as well. Truth as I Know It. Oh yeah, I already did it. I read that. Andre 416, long live. Hyper Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. MOT is a lame dude. The more he spoke, the more joke he sounded like. Well, that's your opinion. He sounded like, yeah, I agree with you. Sorry. As The Rock would say, walking clown. Okay, dude threatened to plant drugs on Kev. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he did. He did. That's his technique. That's his tactique. He's been doing this same whack ass shit for several years, and I mean, I could expose it with a bunch of screenshots. I mean, I still got all his comments and everything he said in my Facebook group, so I could easily do that. But you see, here's the thing. I'd rather use new shit to destroy you. And from the way he behaved last night, and you know what the fuck I get so fucking tired of, and just kind of look at Roman Reigns in the background whenever I hear this. It's like, and I said this the other night, it's like when people say shit like when somebody's acting like a son of a bitch, then they want to say that, oh, that's just the way they are. That's just the way they are. And you know why I hate that so much? Because I don't get any second chances like that. I can't think of a motherfucker that wasn't blood related to me that I've been able to get that nasty with, and they just forgive me just like that. They just saying that, oh, that's just the way Kev is. I ain't never heard that shit. So here's the thing, because I had somebody complaining in the chat about how their channel gets held to a standard that no one else does. I mean, welcome to motherfucking reality. I'm sorry, guy. You're gonna get scrutinized by people no matter what. Not everyone is gonna treat you perfect. Not everyone's gonna treat me perfect. Hey, I don't expect it. I've had more shots fired at me just for creating a Facebook group than anything fucked up I have ever did to anyone. Besides all the non-forgiveness. Yeah, but anyway, look, if I represent something, that's because I want to do it. That's not because somebody is telling me to do it. Somebody's in my ear saying, hey, Kev, get with my program. Because, see, I'm with my own program. I've always moved to my own beat. And for a while in my life, I was very conscious about something like that. I mean, the indignifying defeatist mentality of believing that I had to be like all of these so-called cool guys. That when I should have just realized in the first goddamn place that I was good enough. I'm embarrassed by the way I carried myself last week. And last night's conversation made me realize that. Oh, woe is me. I don't think I'm good. I'm a failure at YouTube. Oh boy. What do I do now? What purpose do I serve? Do I remain up here or do I quit? When I tell y'all, every time I air, don't give up, win. So what the fuck I look like giving up? The fuck I look like walking away? Shit, seriously. But last night, look, even if I were lying, then I'm gonna talk about my first takeaway. Even if I were lying, if I was being facetious, I would never, ever, ever threaten to plant drugs on somebody. Are you nuts? I'm gonna finish shouting out the chat in a minute. I know I stopped. Are you nuts? And I mean, like, for my reasoning with that is that if you do that or you threaten to do that, anybody that follows your black ass from there on out, hey, I'm gonna start looking at him with the side eye. Oh, that's just the way he is. Oh, that's just how he is. And then, like, my next question for any dudes that think that way, I said, do you rub his booty to make him fall asleep at night? I mean, shit. Why does that nigga, of all people, get the benefit of the fucking doubt? Talk about being held to a standard, and talk about people turning against me for one fucking mistake. Hmm. Yeah, I've been feeling more myself lately. You know, because I mean, like Roger said stuff about like being a ruthless nice guy. You know, the Roger Report. You know, that guy that supposedly came up and rescued me from the fire. Yeah, because I'm never a brother that ever considers myself ever needing rescue from it's something as minuscule as a conversation. Shoot. But hey, I mean, you make that decision. You decide whether it's right for someone to say that. Whether you believe it's right for someone just because they speak freely on a fucking social media platform that is right to plant drugs on them. Oh man, he was just kidding. That's just him talking. That's just MOT. Ooh, that's just MOT. Okay. I almost like I was ill last week from this apparent weakness I was displaying. So if I was ill and I decided, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna be weak anymore. I'm not gonna show that type of vulnerability. Then how do you think I feel when I watch others act weak? Hmm? Now, let me keep it absolutely a buck. I do kind of believe that truth this I know it. I think he has good intentions. But the thing is, I knew that conversation was about BGS last night. I knew it. I knew it was about BGS. You know, and I mean, like once I heard leadership, I was like, okay, this is BGS. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my best to get through this interview the best I can. Because see, the other two interviews I had, uh, those people know who they are. At least they made it about me. At least they did. At least they made it about me. I mean, and that's my criticism for truth, man. I mean, ain't no use in trying to, get old volatile cheeseburger, the cheeseburglar, the hamburger's big fatter fucking cousin, to sit up there and try to drill Roger and no, wait a minute, I said this is not a drill. Try to attack Roger because he simply just told the truth about what he saw. I know, and I know a lot of people don't like the truth from black men, and my suggestion is that you suck it up immediately. So I didn't appreciate that. Roger is a habitual line stepper. And like I said, even though my crew, and that could be any number of people, aren't exactly the most loyal people to me, I am super loyal to them. And I'm not talking about I'm not talking about Roger. Roger's always been like, I would say, one of the best people that I ever encountered on a social media platform. And I don't care what anyone says anything about him. He is a good brother. He is a super hard worker. This man works like what, 10, 11 hours a day. And then he does a 3-hour broadcast where he wakes up in the morning. Dude is dedicated to improving his life. But you know what some of y'all are called that? Some of y'all are called that dick riding. You complain about the unity of black men all the time. Black men need to do this. Black men need to stop doing that. Complain about it all the time. Black men need to stop killing each other. Black men need to stop committing crime. Black men are lazy. Black men have no ambition. Black men don't own anything. Black men don't build anything. And this is not just coming from black women, because you're also worried about the respect from a bitch that doesn't like you. I mean, it just looks pathetic to me. Why would I care? Let me put on a little music. Let me put on a little music, man. I'm a fan of talking over a song. So we got 45 in here. Thank you all for being here. Please press that like button. I would really appreciate it. It's for the algorithm, and it doesn't cost you a dime. I mean, if you include your cell phone, the bandwidth and your internet and yeah, okay, it does cost you, just to come to the internet. But you know what I mean? God damn it. So, yeah. So look, I'm not look. Okay, so here's another takeaway. Okay, you're doing smoke shows. Okay, so all right. So anybody got a problem with me doing a smoke show? Look at Roman Reigns on the screen here. Shit. Why don't you worry about your own fucking content strategy and see and worry about why you got over 30,000 subs, but you can't get 50 people to watch, unless you act like a bitch. Nobody cares about you talking about anything substantive because you don't deliver very good on that. Shoot. I mean, I'm brutally honest over here. Shoot. And I know that I'm not spared from that either. Think about it. What do you think you think you're on some kind of level just because of your sub count? Because we all know, and I'm gonna call out another content creator on this, and I've heard him say this before, Ty City of Uncut Underground. It doesn't matter how big your channel is. Engagement is what's important. And if I had a 30,000 sub count, but I couldn't get too many people to watch, I would think that something was wrong with the way I did things. Trying to take emphasis off of other people, hey, that's not me. Hell. See, my thing is this, man. And I don't mean to sound like Goku from Dragon Ball Z or some shit like that. See, I don't go for the weaker guy. I don't challenge the weaker guy. Although the weaker guy needs to be smacked around sometimes because they can't keep their fucking mouth shut. Hell, I always like the stronger guys. The guys that are more intellectually sound than I am. Because see, I can trick you into teaching me. Shoot. But hey, I do whatever level content I want. Because see, the thing is, when people watch this channel, at least they're here for me. They're here because hey, they want to hear Kev talk. And I'm very proud of that. Very proud. Hey Kev, you're a cool guy. Hey Kev, I like your content. Your content has done wonders for me. And you know what? To tell you the truth, I don't even know what the fuck I'd be saying to even facilitate this. But I won't disagree. If I am doing some good in your life just by sitting up here speaking to you like this, then hey, I am proud of that. Super proud of that. And it makes me not want to give up even more. Shoot, it makes me want to see what I can evolve into. I mean, even though I have real life issues, shit, this is a fun thing for me. This is an experiment. So, not like an experiment of epic proportions. And the experiment is this, and I know how y'all hate that word experiment. But, if you want to really see how valuable your personality is, I mean, you would try something like this. I'm not saying you got to do it as a job or an occupation, but I believe anybody will take a little extra money. I see you down there, Salty Balls. Me, Salty Balls, and Kosher Clinician are supposed to get together sometime, maybe within the next week, to do a part 2 on that black man's mental illness. So I definitely want you guys to check that show out. I think it's going to be a very good show. So that show will be happening soon. Okay. So anyway. All right. So, okay. Not planning drugs. Yeah. Truth as I know it, with a slight critique. Okay. So let's get to Mike V and the Black Brain Trust. You know why I call you guys dumb smart niggas? You know why I do that? You know why I do that? Because I can get you so emotionally riled up. You just start confessing everything you feel. And that's exactly what I did to Mike V with his stale, plain ass. Okay, since you want to call the habitual line stepper some misandrist, I was like, damn, I didn't know Sister George hated women. Good God. I mean, shit. And that should teach you guys a very important, valuable lesson. Know what the fuck you're talking about before you open your goddamn mouth. Shit. So, Mike V, which I'm inviting anybody that was on that panel and anybody else who want to come up here when I finish speaking. and I'm not going to be finished speaking. Okay, this is my show. No, I'm doing too much. So let's get back to Mike V. So I say to Mike V after he says some things about at first he asked me about complex design. So me thinking that grown men can defend themselves, but it's nothing wrong with backing a guy, or if a guy's incredibly wrong for going at your homie or whatever. I mean, you can say what you want to say. I mean, seriously, I would never try to quell the or try to suppress the free speech of a black man, because hey, shit, brutal honesty, that is something that promotes free speech. But okay, so one sentence changed the direction with, the three of those guys. I mean, two of them count, one of them really don't. And, I just say that to be an asshole. They're just like, it's kind of like a little midget cheerleader that stands behind them. But, yeah, so Mike V, like he says, well, why you keep posting that picture of complex design? And I'm like, what? Well, complex design came to my comment section with some whack ass shit. So, yeah, you talking about this picture right here. Okay. So I literally got the comment. I literally got the comment that made me put this graphic together. So Mike V brings up the word harassment. This is what we're doing right now. Harassment. I'm harassing complex design because he'll shoot a shot at me, and then I'll shoot a bazooka at his ass. I'm sorry, bro. If you can't get up to the intensity level that I display, like I said earlier, just shut the fuck up. Shoot, I know you're gonna keep trying. I know you're gonna keep saying all this little bullshit and stuff that makes you even more whack, like cornflakes and water. I mean, I said that before too. But harassing, you want to bring up a word like harass in this space? Harass. Seriously? What if somebody like say a content creator like BGS start saying stuff about, oh, I'm really being harassed here. Now, judging by the pile on of videos made about him, and this is no shot at truth, but he's a part of that as well. You know, maybe he can say harassment too, because see, when dumb smart niggas like Mike V uses words like harassment, then it takes it to a whole new level. And I know I promised him I wouldn't post this picture again because I don't want to hurt Complex Design's feelings anymore. He posted that picture again. Because see, that telling me right there is that okay, if you want to bring up the word harassment, you on some real live fuck nigga shit. You might try to flag my shit. Cause it do feel like I'm supposed to treat him special. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hurt me that he said more trash content. I'm just saying. You shoot at me, I shoot at you. Harassment. Now y'all done turned into some goddamn Karens. A black man being a Karen is fucking pathetic. Nigga started cute. Like, these nigga fall down and nigga fall down in front of you, be like, point at you and say, oh, you pushed me down. Nigga. So my suggestion to you brain trust niggas is that, okay, here's what I'll do. I will end any beef that you guys have if you amicably give up. If you quit. If you say, hey, Kev, I'm going to shut the fuck up and behave. I'm going to act like I'm actually fucking smart. I'm going to actually act like I'm worthy of the name the Black Brain Trust. Because see, the thing is though, when you start trying to do all these little stupid ass whack insults and shit, you step into my world, and I don't believe you can insult me better than I can insult you. So if you don't want your little stupid feelings hurt because I posted a picture of you, you shut the fuck up. That's all there is to it. I'm not going to say it any other goddamn way. Shut the fuck up. Harassment. I'm being harassed. And then Mike V came over there to say that shit. And then, they didn't want to do all this little passive aggressive pussy shit. Oh, but see, from what I heard that from what Mike V was saying, that when newer guys arrived to this space that they loved and had all this pride in, that stifled their building. The 1.0 guys were on their way to building something. But see, when other guys arrived here, then all of that stopped. So my question was, what were you guys building? A YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm building a YouTube channel. I'm not afraid to admit that. Shoot. I mean, I build other things too. Shit. I mean, I'm a DIY guy around my fucking home. Shit. I mean, just like my father, I've saved tons of money by not calling people and just reading up on it and doing research like that. But that's besides the point. The point is, he made a claim he couldn't prove. What were you building? What were you planning? And how did somebody else coming in this space stop you from doing that? Maybe you just need to admit that you're a little weak yourself. That black brain trust. If BGS is everything you guys say he is, and I'm pointing at you guys right now. If BGS is everything you say he is, and he's doing so much better than you as far as his content. And speaking of which, as far as content, I said that the only time I said it again, I said it to Complex Design, I said it might be the only time people care about you, and will really watch you like that if it's you're talking about one of us over here, and particularly guys like BGS and guys like AB Media 83, guys like that. Not that I'm dick riding or standing up for them or anything like that, but I mean, if the little insignificant man that hangs around with Mike V and Complex Design, I mean, shoot, if he can sit up there and talk about, oh, we the Black Brain Trust, which you ain't shit any motherfucking way and never had been shit. You wouldn't be shit without people like me and Roger to let you speak your little boring ass fucking rants that take up time on my fucking panel and make me fall the fuck asleep. Start playing Bill Bixby music. I mean, shit. I actually had to play The Lonely Road in my headphones as I listened to you speak. The Lonely Man or some shit like that. That song. Do 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 do. That was my soundtrack for Rael every time he fucking spoke. Oh, I said his name. So yeah, you should get a couple more people to actually care about your ass just because I did that. He talking about me. All y'all can gather up there with the MOT's channel. They're talking all spicy and shit. The niggas in the chat talking all spicy and shit. And they have no goddamn idea who I really am. Shit. Hey, I'm nice for a reason. Shoot, that ain't like, oh my god, I'm just so afraid. No, that is not fear at all. That is not fear in the least. It's just that I don't want to add to the tension that is already in this space that we say that we cherish so much. But now some people are gonna make me. So, like I said, TBBT, you got one choice, and that's the only option I'm giving you. Shut the fuck up. If you don't, I mean, it ain't like I'm gonna visit your hometown, visit dirty ass Mississippi and shit just to go find Mike V or something, or California or something like that. I mean, that no insult to people from Mississippi. I'm sorry. I mean, I know some really good people from Mississippi. It's just that when you had like what's that gender dude that used to be governor of that place? Yeah, when you have people like that. Yeah, but that's it. That's my proposal to Black Brain Trust. It's not going to be. It doesn't get any more simple than that. Or the alternative, things could get a whole lot worse. Because see, Mike V's stupid ass, when I said, hey, the only reason why people care about watching your content for real is when you're talking about someone, this dumb smart nigga gonna turn around and say, uh, those are not our subs. Do you know what a fucking subscriber is? You got a brain, right? Do you know what a subscriber is? That is somebody that has checked out your content and has cared enough about you to hit that subscribe button. Just like, I get a few subscribers. Let me use subscriber in a sentence, or subscribers in a sentence. And this is gonna tickle y'all a little bit. Whenever BGS puts my live streams in his community tab, I gain a few subscribers. Because that was mentioned last night too, how I just be all like this whole thing, like I just be all up BGS's ass just because he puts me in his community tab and I get a few subs from him. I dealt with that a long time ago. Okay, you can put somebody in your community tab all day, all night. But if your content resonates with that person who watches because of that community tab and they sub, hey, that's the decision they made. So I don't like to insult the intelligence of people who know how to make their own decisions. You can, if you are watching right now, you can subscribe to anybody you want to subscribe to. You can subscribe to a cat video channel, a video that just looks at sand and on the seashore. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Like, but Mike V's like, oh, okay, the people. Okay, I know I keep going off in tangents. So I need to get to the point about Mike V. Mike V. When I said that the only way people care about y'all is when y'all talk about niggas. You know what he said? Those are not our subs. I think I already said that. So point made twice. I got to start taking some ginkgo biloba for my memory. I think carrots are good for the memory too. I've been looking at a lot of health food options lately and trying to see what best suits me for a guy that's gonna be 50 in a little while. So, I mean, just black man, take care of your health. Get out there and at least walk and drink some water. All right. So, all right. So my third takeaway, well, not third, another takeaway from the interview is, uh, hmm, I thought, and many places in the interview, it was pretty good. I thought many places in the interview was pretty good, and I was very transparent. I told the truth about some details of my life, you know, because the only thing I care about accomplishing at the end of the day is making sure my kid is okay. That's it. That's the only thing I care about. And I will do whatever it takes to get to that goal. And see, when I do that, that'll improve my own quality of life exponentially. Because in order to do that, I would have to have something for myself that is so big and so amazing that it just waves to everyone else. So, and that's what I'm working on. I'm constantly working to improve. You're constantly, as a human being, going to be a work in progress. And if you believe you're perfect, you are a fucking idiot. If you believe you reached the pinnacle and there's no more for you to do, the last thing I said, fucking idiot. Yeah. So MOT asked me last night, okay, so who you talking about, the guys with daddy issues? I mean, because it seems to me like, for some of us over in these spaces, and some of us, we really, really, really jump at the chance to do the same thing that everyone in Western culture has always done and act like can't no fucking black man respond to. I don't need to mention that. But see, the thing is though, because of shit like that, now I got to start asserting who the fuck I am. I don't like doing that because I'm too old for that shit. Why can't you just be cool? Same thing with same same thing I say with argumentative people. Why can't you just be cool? Why can't you just sit back and chill? Why can't you choose to be positive? I know sometimes I can get out of pocket, but shit, at least I can admit it. But for the most part, I'm cool. I'm chill. I smoke weed on a regular basis, which is gonna be like just I don't know. I might have to get that up soon. I mean, I don't know. It just I don't know. It's one of those things that like when I was just doing it, it was exciting. Dodging the police and shit like that. Just to smoke a blunt. I'm like, nah, everybody's doing it. But anyway. So let's call these niggas out because uh I keep hearing MOT mention one name, and I'm just gonna say part of the name because I'm not gonna because I really want this guy to say something for real. After that little video he made about like a nigga talking about wife school. Again, if a man wants to make content that he wants to make, why don't you worry about your own fucking content strategy, wacky? Yeah, you've made the wrong allegiances, sir. And you've been talking real spicy. And don't act like you ain't been doing it either. I know how to fucking read. So, but since 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 I don't want to make you famous, I'm not gonna promote your channel here. You know, because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Acting like a bitch is a bad look for a man in public. Who else? Who else? Who else can't say a damn thing? But complain about what other dudes are doing or trying to. Oh yeah, this dude that keeps saying that we're broken men. What's that dude name? He called himself spiritual, something like that, and then he named himself after my favorite Marvel superhero, which kind of pisses me off a little bit. That's just my petty side. I was like, can't you like I was like, God damn, can't you say anything positive? And this nigga called himself a holy roller. That's my problem with holy rollers, the hypocrisy of it. I mean, they know they're not perfect, but shit, showing everybody on a regular fucking basis by having a disregard for your fellow man. This is why, like I said, this is why I don't even fuck with church like that no more. Because because you got these people approaching you talking about some Jesus this, be like Jesus, what would Jesus do, and all this other crap, and then they always turn out to be whack ass bitches just like the rest of them. If you could speak like a man one motherfucking time, hmm, am I done calling people out yet? Because see, here's the thing. Like I said, these niggas been talking spicy for about 4 5 years, and then now somebody like me is stepping up and saying shit back. And believe me, I'm not afraid to go into hostile territory at all. Especially a dude that sits up there and try to call us broken men, but every time Ramil or Ty City hits the air, he turns into a fucking cheerleader. Yeah, you nigga. The manosphere, broken men, those group of men. Oh my God, they're not being men. And you are? Seriously? Who else? Yeah. What up, new? I ain't got no criticism of new. Shaka Nulu. He's a good guy. Except for I wouldn't sit up there waste my time still trying to prove that Kevin Samuels is gay. I mean, dude been dead for 2 years. Y'all niggas need to get over it. Like seriously. I mean, you can make whatever content you want, but see, I can say whatever I want about the content you make. So, hey, I'm like, damn, y'all still on this? Okay. It's like so when we make content like that, who are you mad at for real? Are you mad at Kevin Samuels or are you mad at the people that watch it? And I'm not trying to dick ride. You know what I'm saying. Every time you say something positive about a black man, black folks love to say you dick ride. And then call you gay, but they talking about dick ride. Like what the fuck? But new, I don't have no problem with new. No, new has always been cool with me and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? He had Mule on there the other night. Mule Amaro Kukala, that guy. Yeah, the guy came over the other night. Two very cool guys. But I will say one thing about New. At least he keeps it 100. And speaking of keeps it 100, what up, Marcus? How you doing? No, nothing to say about you, sir. Nope, not at all. Not even the slightest criticism. And I know that you're relocating and you say you're going to come back with a vengeance. So I cannot wait to tune in. You know, Tuning in to you is what kind of got me in trouble with the brain trust. I mean, I don't really feel like I'm in trouble with them. Shit. Yeah, I'm about as much trouble as I don't know. Shit. Anyway. Uh yeah. Shout out to that guy. But here's what I'm gonna do. I've had 3 interviews since I've been to the space. I'm not gonna tell you which one is my favorite. I don't feel the need to. But for all of you content creators out there that want to have a chat, instead of putting yourself through the trouble of acting like a bitch in an echo chamber, I will be the representative for the Black Manosphere. Even if some people in the Black Manosphere don't want me to do it. Because, see, those guys can't tell me what the fuck to do either. So this is the way it's got to be. Okay, in that case, let's smoke. Yeah, every one of these shows could be a smoke show, except the part 2 on the Black men's mental health. Except that. So, I wasn't kidding about anything I said tonight. Kid, why don't you talk about your marriage? Cuz, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I don't even know if that's going to be the case by the end of the year. And it doesn't make me sad at all. So, there'll go a level of transparency for your ass. Shit. So, all right. So, what are we going to do, guys? Like I said, I mean every goddamn thing I said tonight. I'm open for interviews from any of you. Bomb Cherry asked me for an interview. My suggestion to her is be really careful with her questions because I know what side of the fence she's on. If she wants to go through with this. I'm not playing with you guys anymore. I tried to be nice. I tried to facilitate unity. And I criticize things that I have a problem with. You guys keep coming to me talking about this is Black Manosphere is not above criticism, and I do agree. But you're not above criticism either. So if somebody's gonna make a fucking live stream instead of coming up on this goddamn panel and saying what the fuck you gotta say, and we can talk like men, I'm gonna make you miserable. And yes, I am fully capable of that. So anyway, we got 56 in the building. I know I got a dislike, so let me go ahead and look at it. Shoot, I'll look at that chat in a second. So if anybody said anything of any type of significance, I will go over it in a second. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, I got 3 dislikes for the smoke show on Sunday. I got 3 dislikes for the show on Monday. And I got a dislike for tonight. 1 dislike. You guys are slacking. So you know what happens every time that happens.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze.
Damn.
Someone out there is feeling objectified because I said some shit. You know what man? I wish I could do that damn 11, 12 dislikes I got that night. Shit, y'all make me feel like I'm slacking. Shoot. Yeah. I mean, and that's coming from a guy who spent a few years in his life being a slacker. Shoot. So, anyway, I'm going to go over the 166 comments I didn't read. And I hope they're good because I'm going to respond to everybody I feel like responding to in that chat. And then I'm going to open the panel. And any of you hate watchers have the balls, which I seriously doubt, to come up here. We can make us a little Wednesday smoke show. Usually I do reaction Wednesdays. But I have to get certain things straight with you guys. No, I'm not Billy Badass. How can you prove that on the internet? You know, besides a video with you actually kicking somebody's ass that is 3 times your size. Stronger opponents. So, let's go. 63 in the building. So, to that content creator that shared this in their community tab, I thank you. Woohoo! All right. So, we got Salty Balls. Art New Stall. All right. Forever Blessed. Yeah, Art New Stall they be firing at Art New Stall too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, other people besides Gabe A, because I saw Gabe A in the chat. Shout out to Big Kev. All right. Shout out to Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. I'm listening. All righty. What's the newest hang up? This platform is a great space. If you believe that, I will not argue with you. I was there from the beginning to end watching MOT, and that entire crew over there was very emotional. Okay, black man. Let me go and tell you. Let me go and clear something up real quick. Yeah, Prof Days is absolutely correct. But I will say this. There's nothing wrong with a little emotion. Sometimes we get super passionate about the things that we believe in. But hey, truth is I know it. Salute. Very articulate brother. Hybrid Catastrophic say hit the like button like people would like to hit MOT on his paw. Don't mean to insult Paul. Yeah, that man is a WWE Hall of Famer. Bill Brad, what it do? Hurry up and buy with the new emoji. So what does that even say? It says nobody watches you harder than the mofos who can't stand you. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Truer words have never been spoken. Truer words have never been spoken. All right. Death Racer. You define the president, KF? Huh? Oh, yes. Yes, I am. You better call me motherfucking John Wilkes Booth. Goddamn. Alexander X. Yay, what up? He said just a couple. LOL. LOL. Ray Hummer, the Hummer Force. What's good, man? Hey, Ray? Hey, Ray, how you doing? I have a criticism for you. You want to hear it? Here it goes. If we're going to talk about unity, we all need to be the example of that. Unity and brotherhood. I think that you two can work it out. I'm not saying you should work it out, but I think you two can, because we need that public persona that we can actually work together and get along, because I'm tired of this shit. I really am. I don't want to hear about any more dust ups or anything, man, for real, amongst the crew. The haters, fuck them up all you want. But hey, and we got Salty Balls. Salty Balls. Fuel for the hate, add more to the barbecue. Keep it smoking. Okay. I ain't never been a person that just want to just go off on folks and just make them feel bad and all this other shit and you know then after the show I'll be like, I broke you, I broke you, I broke you. Nah, I ain't like that. I ain't like I said, I don't care myself the victor. I let everybody else tell me that I won. So here you go. Wacky D is in the house. Wacky D is in the house. Yeah, there you go. All right, and then you get one of these two. All right. Money, money, money. Money, money, money. Ching, ching, bling, bling. All right. All right. All right. So who's Alexander X? You must be new here, unless you changed your name and you were named something else. Okay. Okay. No, not Mr. Black women are bad people. He said they're not good people. But so that's what he says. But that's my dog. So we got Mule in the building. Mule Amaruku Kala. Hood he. What else he was? T the Godly. All that shit. What up, guy? The man said Roger has good old fashioned determination. Even though I think him talking to the women is a waste of time, I respect him for not giving up. Well, the guy has a resolve like I've never seen. Like, seriously. Like, whether you think that's good or that's bad. Like I said, I talked to him outside this platform. He's one of the hardest workers I know. Seriously. I sometimes focus on the real life element as well. And, and what I say is I'm not a persona. I'm the real deal. What you see is what you get. If I talk like this up here, I'll talk like this out there. I know many people don't believe that, but hey, ask this guy named B. This nigga, man, I'm telling you on Facebook, man, I used to have so many people talk shit to me. It was ridiculous. So I was like, dude, man, look, if you don't shut up about my fucking grandparents who died, motherfucker, because that's why I stopped posting family pics on social media, because some niggas are so fucking immature. So I said, look, man, don't talk about my dead grandparents, asshole, or I'm gonna come find you. Then guess what? I mean, not even 2 minutes later, somebody messaged me with his location. Now, I'm not saying I got pulled or anything like that. I'm just saying I got a few useful friends. And this turned out the dude stayed 30 minutes away from me. Now, I don't expect everybody to believe me when I say this. And I could show the screenshot if I can find it. But this guy talked about oh man, okay, so I stayed on one side of the metro Atlanta area. And he stays on the other side of the metro Atlanta area, which is maybe a 30 or 40 minute drive from me. So he talked about he want to get together and fight. I was like, great. I'll let you know when. I'm gonna come through right now. No, I'm gonna let you know when, nigga. You talking about you want to schedule a fight. I'm like, man, otherwise, stop all that tough guy shit. So he messaged me again. I was like, he must thought I was kidding. So it was like, okay. He was like, okay, what up, nigga? Want to meet up? Fight, throw blows? I was like, yeah, 30 minutes. Nah, man, I'm at 6 o'clock tonight. I was like, okay, you ain't about shit. I said, these niggas are full of hot air. All that catch a flight shit, man. Don't believe that crap. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Calm the fuck down. Show your fucking personality. In fact, hey, I'll challenge people to a personality contest. Fuck niggas. But good. Thank you all for showing up tonight. Anyway, BGS Ipmore. Oh my God. BGS, you got me ambushed last night. Oh, not really shit. Yeah, I wish the motherfucker get me ambushed again so I can do what I do best. Fuck some folks up. How you gonna let me how you gonna let me make you admit that you're gonna plant drugs on somebody, then you threaten to plant drugs on me? Good luck with that shit. When I admit that damn sound bite in the court, you dumbass. D Scott, thank you for the super chat. Let me get that wacky D. Got my pajama pants on. Oh yeah. All right, so here you go, man. Shit. Yeah, here you go. Wacky D is in the house. Then here comes a stereotypical fat chick. Man, shit. Hey man, y'all ever do that shit for real? Y'all look at a fat chick and then think she can automatically sing. Like, you ought to be a goddamn ashamed of yourself for that. So anyway. Dude. Okay. All right, let me keep going through. Okay. Marcus Romero Productions. He said, black men have it hard as fuck. The police don't like us. Black women don't like us. Other races don't like us. And other black men don't like us. Yeah, ain't nowhere to go, man. There's nowhere to go. Like, you really got to watch people in your closest circle. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I know we ain't perfect, but shit. I mean, some shit we could avoid. Yeah, okay. All right. All right. What does proclaiming to a group of black men that those black women are bad? You said those black women. When you say stuff like those black women, you're talking about a specific group of black women. I just want to let you know how that looks. I mean, or at least I perceive it. I could be wrong and somebody could see that some other kind of way. So. And Mule is begging Gabe to stop using logic. Mike V had on a duck shaker. Yeah. Shout out to Red Fox and Sanford and Son. LOL. Complex was in the chat whining, but wouldn't come up and had Mike speaking for him. Yeah, that's real manly, sir. I mean, shit, asking white girls for hugs and shit after they kill your brother, and then now you got another grown man speaking for you. What if I said, hey, Mule, man, those guys are picking on me. Can you go stand up for me real quick? You know what I expect from Mule? Kev, I'm about to drag your ass. I'm dragging you for this. Man, you know that man is finna over there saying, I fully expect that. Okay. All right. There's some back and forth. Because, Gabe A. Gabe A is being Gabe A. All righty. All of you guys in the chat, you got Death Racer 25X. The only one who stopped the Black Brain Trust's growth was the Black Brain Trust. You're not going to grow on YouTube reading articles covering. I'm not laughing just because I'm petty. I'm laughing because I said that exact thing. I guess the older Dodge, great minds think alike. Okay. Oh boy. Oh man. Kev entered arena, a gentleman left a beast. I've always been a beast. I just act calm, man. I'm suppressed. I'm not weak. I'm not that nice. I'm just suppressed. That's all, man. I'm just suppressed. I'm not going as hard as I want to do because I believe if I really went as hard as I could, this channel would be deleted. I mean, for real, words. I don't know. I don't like to brag. This is not something that I believe that I should brag about, but I can be pretty terrifying sometimes. I mean, shoot. And I mean, like, I know, like, did I have that old country drawl and shit, and people calling me a dumbass Bama. Like, what's up with that shit? I want to know from you guys from these other states and these other parts of the world, what's up with that shit? Country Bama. Oh, okay. So basically what you calling me is a dumb nigga. Oh, no. Not a dumb nigga. A dumb nigger. With the hard R. Country Bama. Okay, I got 3 places for you to go and say that shit. And they're the 3 biggest cities in Alabama. Birmingham, Mobile, and Montgomery, my home city. Please go over there and call somebody a Country Bama. I come from a place where we humbled all kinds of niggas from across the country. They come in with that shit. Man, it's boring down here. Well, let us make it exciting for you. Dude. Like, you saying this must be Montgomery. Well, maybe if you wouldn't act like such a bitch, you won't get treated like a bitch in Montgomery, Alabama, just like you get treated like a bitch in Hackensack, New Jersey. One thing that I always knew growing up is that, I used to be one of these wrong ass dudes. Like, oh man, shit. The girls over here, they only like one type of guy. I need to go somewhere else, like to another state. My older cousin gave me the best advice that I could have received for having such a dumbass mentality. And I straightened up after that. He said, man, if you whack over here, you're going to be whack over there. Nigga, you need to work on you. So, hey, I took that seriously. Shoot. Yeah. I staying away from the president. I'm only addressing this cabinet. Oh, God. Time for an impeachment. Our jizzle. The Black Brain Trust have been having a problem with the Black Manosphere because nobody paid attention to their content. Well, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see that. All you have to do is have a pair of eyes. Shit, you can have Stevie Wonder eyes and see that. But like I said, my proposal is pretty clear. Shut the fuck up. I'm not kidding. Shoot, y'all don't want me making content full time. I mean, I ain't got that kind of time and shit, that kind of patience and all the other shit. I don't think I'll ever be on lead attorney level. It could happen, but maybe 50 years from now. But, I ain't gonna count myself out like that. Mm-hmm. Prof days, they need to take brain out of their name. Yeah, but need to take trust out of their name too. Shit. I like that part. Did MOT fuck the conversation up? Tell you, man, it's like one of these fat chicks with low self-esteem that's always angry. You act like it's my fault. It's not my fault you're angry, bro. Take a walk, man. Shit. I've been taking a lot of walks lately, and it's like walks help you de-stress, man. Is it for real? Take a walk. Walk regularly. You'll feel better about yourself. Shit. Take a colon cleanse. It's like something, man. Get that shit up out of you. Right. He said Mott was asking Roger, why doesn't he go and address individually to black women? SMH, ridiculous question. Roger answered, but MOT kept talking louder. He didn't hear the answer and then tried to force a repeat. Sounded like an elephant's trumpet. Like this. Kev is about to bring 1.0 back from the grave for some smoke. Yeah, what the fuck did they build? I keep hearing like, what did they build? How were they so much better than like what's going on right now? It's the same repeated shit. It's the same thing. Like I was like Manosphere guys, like I at least say this about 1.0. I think they had a little conspiracy theorists mixed in them too. But it was relationship talk also. I know that thing that like many guys do not excel in and then act like it's wrong to talk about relationships. They mask your truth in front of me. I can see it, bitch. But but anyway, that man said Soul Provider speaks of the niggaverse. What's good, Soul? Soul was my first interview. And yeah, it was more about me than somebody else. So I appreciate that. F Holiday, what's good, man? Andre 416, did I shout you out yet? If I didn't, man, I do apologize. Who you beefing with today? Every goddamn body. I mean, shit. I'll beef with you too, Soul. Why you spell nigga wrong on your? No, I'm just playing. D. Scott. That man said take those tether samples off it. Man, I'll tell you one thing about Soul. That coon meme is funny. Like when he put the light in the air, had the raccoon face, man. Oh shit. It's like, what is this? Come on, guy. Jeter, what's good, man? Good to see you. Did Kel say the black brain frost or the black brain thrust? I think my Wi-Fi is lagging. Kind of windy out here. Hey, shit. I mean, I might have said brain trust, but if you heard that, it's pretty accurate. Okay. Rael said earlier, just people, they're smart doesn't mean they won't knock people out. Watch out, Kev. Oh, okay. Man, that fist will drop before it reaches my face, man. That nigga ain't got. I mean, I don't like I said, I don't like to brag. I don't like to talk tough, but don't be like, I mean, that little wacky ass dude said some shit like that. Oh, man, these guys just better be happy that we don't want to punch him in the face. I'm like, try it, man. I'll scap your ass and put your dreads on my fucking wall. See, that's talking tough right there. Even though I may not do it, man, don't swing. Don't. I mean, shit, the only thing you're doing is punching the goddamn air. Shit. That nigga punched the air every time he get on a panel with BGS. You know, I know he doing it because, you know, shoot, he's not cammed up. Shoot. I mean, I'm just saying. Kev says, I don't want peace. I want problems always. Yes. I want the problems. See, I'm the last guy that you want to be that way. And I'm not, like I said, I haven't proven anything tonight. I mean, I haven't proven anything like I'm this guy that was just destroy you verbally or anything like that. I don't consider myself to be that guy. Shoot. But I can damn sure try. Thank you, black men, for participating in that chat. Thank you. Somebody gonna knock somebody out. Nigga already knocked himself out. Shoot. Pastor. What's good, man? Yeah, that's the one that I gave him Rael's wrench. Oh, Mike V got met to some. You went on air unsubbed from the Black Brain Trust. You could have did the same thing to me. Shoot. I wouldn't have gave a fuck. Shit. Don't take that interview. I know you're talking about Bomb Cherry. Cause I mean, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to integrate myself into any beef sector crap. Say, yo, Kev, some of these podcasters are straight passive aggressive simps. I like how you engage with your audience, answer their questions, and interact with them. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Because see, I'm one that realizes that I wouldn't be anything without you guys, except Kev, of course. And you know, that's good enough at the end of the day. But hey, thanks for tuning in and being genuine fucking people. You're here for me. You're not here because I'm dragging Gabe or something like that. I'm just playing. I'm just picking on Gabe. Shoot. Yeah. So, all right. Detroit 313 was good. Yeah, I mentioned a Detroit 300 last night. Yeah, so I might. Ralph Spear, what's going on? Yeah. Ralph, yeah. Like, I'm probably, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read up on the Detroit 313. Not 313. Detroit 300. I'm read up on the Detroit 300 and I'll probably do a live about it. You know, or, you know, try to get into trying to find out how to edit documentaries and do scripts for documentaries and such so I can start adding a little bit more variety to this channel and putting on the spotlight on the things that people really want to forget about when it comes to black men. So, I mean, it ain't as bad as you think. Are black men unfairly scrutinized? Yes. But that's the way it's always been. It's a shame that you have to get used to something like that. But, you know, we all, many of us have tough skins and we understand what the situation is. So it's not going to be a cry fest every time somebody says something about black. Oh, they said something about black men again. But you know, I never hear men say, You must hate men. You must hate black men. I never hear a black man say that. And I'm not saying you should. All right. What is going on? What's going on? What's going on? D. Scott, member for 9 months. Much love, kid. All right. What's going on? Oh, okay. He said black men being brutally honest. Alex X came from my channel. New sub supporting you, brother. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. PK Angel, what's good, man? Niggas who challenge people to fights online are the same people who call the police when they get, yeah. Them niggas turn into Charleston White as soon as something go down. I only come to certain channels. These bitch niggas been hating for years. Okay. Well, you know, thank you for coming here. Prof Dave Peso man invited nigga to South Africa, invited nigga out to South Africa for a fight. Didn't he get his ass whooped? Afro National was good. The bigger the child, the nicer sound. Okay. Let's see. Gay Bay said something funny. What did Gay Bay say that was funny? Y'all Borgen, don't show the screenshot if it includes personal info. No, it ain't personal info. I don't show screenshot. I don't dox people. I think people dox because that's their last resort at significance. Really, it really is. Is either that or people use it to defend themselves from people who are doxing them. That's just one or two kinds of doxers. I don't. I'm not completely against the doxing to protect yourself, but I am against the doxing that you're trying to embarrass other people just because your feelings were hurt. So, no, I don't dox. Big Shirley with the Jaldu. It's springtime. Watch out for the snakes in the green grass always. All right. Let's see. Us southern niggas can pull chicks and these other niggas stay. Yep. That's a fact. MOT over there overdosing on whack juice and cheeseburgers. I think he gonna be the first nigga to die from a cheeseburger overdose. I mean, people have died from health before, but like for a doctor to sit up there and specifically say cheeseburgers, all I see is ground beef and pieces of bread and bacon. Like, let's see, the Clue Channel. There's nothing wrong with it's the political I wouldn't say, yeah, it's part of a political ideology, but it's also black people who cater to the wishes of whites as far as what they believe their image should be, and turning around and criticizing and blasting but blacks like being accepted by white people makes them so much better. That's how I see a coon. I mean, some people play with that word, but what up, Clue? I hope I don't get smoked. Don't at me. I won't reply. PK, I'll think of something in a second. We make you blacks look good with our lack of violence and intact families. Clue, nothing wrong with baboons, I guess. Okay, so, all right, so, all right, brain trust. I know you heard what I said earlier. I'm gonna repeat it. Shut the fuck up. That's it. It'll be over if you don't say a goddamn thing. But if you try again, I'm gonna end you on this platform. Larry Legend Kev on one tonight. Okay. All right. Aaron P. What's good, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right, Ralph Spirit. Ralph Spirit's gone for the night. So I'm reaching the end of the comments. So, hey, this link is for The motherfuckers watching that scared to comment. All right. So, Mike V, Complex Design, are you going to accept my proposal? Little other insignificant nigga that want to represent you, y'all going to accept my proposal and kick rocks, and we gonna both live. Both of us gonna live and let live, or is this gonna be, or are we gonna have to do things the hard way? Your choice, guys. I've already made my decision. So the link's down there. All right. I want to show y'all something real quick. You see this? You see this? That means something. Seriously. So, all right. Let me calm down. I need a better setup. It's hot as fuck in here. God damn. I just put on that skull cap for a second. So either way, yeah, I got gray in my beard. The measuring stick for old in the black community if you got any gray hair. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, if nobody's gonna come up, I could just simply, cut the broadcast and, go to someone else's channel who's on the air right now, and you know, I don't want to. I mean, if BGS want to come up here, I could kind of use BGS to piss these guys off even more. But nobody likes to be used, so that's a horrible choice of words. Shoot, let me see. All right, I gained a sub. Yeah, my subs have been picking up lately. So I am 66 subs from breaking 4K. So if you're watching, if you haven't subbed yet, help me get to that 4K. All right. Okay. We got Mr. PK. What's good, man?
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Shit. I will say it is going on. Shoot. Chaos Reign. But
What's good, Kevin?
Yeah, so okay, so thoughts, PK?
I mean, shit, it be like that sometimes, bro. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know what to say. I mean,
Mm.
I'm not involved in it. I mean,
No,
so.
yeah, I do understand that, but see, TBBT has to know what to say, and you know what they got to say?
What's that?
Nothing, nothing, nothing at all. I'm just saying that's the only way it's gonna be. That's the only way it's gonna be peaceful right now. Like shit, nothing. Don't say a goddamn thing. Out of sight,
I
out of
find
mind.
it, I find, I find it really ironic, man, because like me, we live around the same area, so we kind of know what time it is. You know what I mean? And it's like
Yeah.
some of these people, man. It's like, come on, bro. Like you not that guy, bro. Come on, man. Like just keep
Hey.
it keep it PG. Let's have a conversation. If you don't like what I got to say, the door's that way.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand some people. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean the battle for significance is one that is very strange and weird indeed. But I mean, my thing is though, I mean, if your content resonates with people, you wouldn't have all that shit to worry about. I mean, like I said, I used to second guess myself when other people would go on when I go on and I didn't get that much of an audience versus when they didn't go on and I would get an audience. My thing is like I'm not gonna sit up there and complain about you all the time. I gotta make myself better. That's it. That is
Mhm.
what it is to it. At the end of the day, that shit is up to me. That's not up to anybody else in their presence. I don't look. Everybody can go on when I go on, but see, my thing is I have to work to be the top choice. I got to work to be everybody's first choice. Nobody owes me anything at all. I owe it to myself. So yeah, I got that from Rocky. So I mean, so.
I mean, but shit.
But
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, in the game of content creation, you know, the battle for eyeballs is eternal. You not. That's not something you win or lose. It just is or isn't. You know, you only make yourself as relevant as the audience that wants to continue to support you, and that doesn't necessarily mean that your audience will be big or small. You don't know. It's not up to
mm,
you. You don't get to decide that, you know, unless you're going to fabricate your audience like some people, not you, but some people in the YouTube game have done. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, I got
So
you.
I
I
mean,
got you.
it's it just kind of, with this particular niche, you know, at least not them so much because they are on some other shit. But when it comes to what it is that you proscribe and talk about, and so far as the subject matter, I mean, shit, it's not you're going to encapsulate the same sorts of frequent viewers of the channels that, you know, we all frequent. You get what I'm saying? And that's just kind of what the apparatus of the YouTube quote unquote manosphere is at the moment. You don't get to pick that until the space grows, and when the space does grow, you do see an increase in viewership. And I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but that happens to everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cross pollination.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I mean,
You know, the
what
only
I
people who don't see those increases are, you know, the aforementioned people who are butthurt. But that's because they don't actually discuss the things that we discuss. They don't.
yeah,
And they're
I
mad
mean,
about that. I don't know
yeah.
why.
So they discuss us, and they get a superficial crowd, and but you know what? We're how for whatever reason people are here. I would never say something so stupid and say they are not my audience. They are not my subs. I would never say that. And I would take it as like, I mean, I watch the content for whatever reason, but you talking about me, bro. So fuck you. I don't have to watch you anymore. Like, damn, you don't undermine anybody that watches you. They're helping your algorithm, and they're helping you be the guy that you want to be or you think you want to be. So why do that? Why say some stupid shit like that? Like, that those are not our subs. Oh, okay. Well, shit, they should unsub from you immediately. I mean, but I can't tell people
Right.
who to sub, who to unsub from, and who to watch and who not to watch like they do.
Well,
Because
I mean,
all
you
I
could, but it ain't gonna do you no good. That's the issue that they running
yeah.
into, is that it ain't gonna do them no good neither. They act like they're running the dictatorship when YouTube isn't structured that way. You can only oust people from your chat. You can't oust them from your channel. Shit don't work that way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no ban button to block a person's vision or ears from hearing what it is that you have to say when it's a public platform. It doesn't work that way. If you want
Yeah.
your shit to be private, you need to gatekeep it behind a place like Patreon. That's the only place you can do it. You know, you're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
to find another avenue behind where you host your content. If you host your content on a public platform like YouTube or any other social media square, you gonna have it's eyeballs are everywhere. Everyone's gonna see and hear what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get to pick and choose who your subscribership is. So it's very difficult to be able to, you know, gatekeep who it is that listens to you, whether they be smart, dumb, or anything, you know, anything in between, whether you like it or not,
Mm.
you know. So that's
Oh,
just my
okay.
opinion, though. What do I know?
Yeah, yeah. You know something. You know something. So, chaos. What you got to add, sir?
Um, I to be honest with the add on to this is that, like I said before, Kev, not many people gonna like you. You know, they're gonna find what you do is very unquestionable, antics, triggering, but it's all in love for content at the end of the day. Personally, I mean, let's be honest. You're being brutally honest. I mean, what you want? Lies? You want deception?
I think most of us do.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
rather
think
be,
most of us want to be smoothed over. All right, well, go ahead.
I prefer honesty at the end of the day, and then I make the decision if I want to fuck with you or not. I just keep it simple, you know.
Okay, you prefer honesty. So you wake up in the morning and somebody walk up to you and be like, "God damn, nigga, your breath stink." You ain't gonna feel perturbed in any way.
Well, you know, I just woke up.
like,
I don't know if my
like,
breath's got fresh
nah,
like morning like that.
nigga, you need to comb your goddamn hair, like shit like that. What up, Lord Love Smith? What's good? Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, with black men, certain black men, it is kind of sensitive, and I get it. But who
You
else?
get it?
But
I
think
wouldn't.
about who you want. My thing is, would you rather hear from a nigga or from a bitch?
Well, I can give you a simple answer. Oh,
Is it, I can answer that too. Can I answer option C, which is neither? Can I have neither? I mean, that's preferable. Like, I mean, if we're gonna go with preferences, are we talking about reality? I mean, if we're going with reality, everyone's gonna bitch about it. If we're talking about preferences, then neither. I mean, like, I would rather they both shut the fuck up and let people say what they had to say.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Oh man. All right. So, yeah. But I came up like this was supposed to be a reaction show, so I'm gonna tell y'all what the reaction was supposed to be. But I had to put it off till next week. There's this person that's been kind of new to the space going around. Her name is Maggie Thompson. I think some of you know her and some of you have interacted with her. She did this video called The Case for Black Male Masculinity. I want to see if she did a good job presenting that, seeing that she is a Caucasian woman. And if she did, I might prompt me to be a little smug because I'm not the biggest fan of you know taking the word for it from them, but everybody I guess deserves a chance. So I just want to do a reaction to it, or I could react to the Crimson Cure's Black Manosphere magazine broadcast, which I've been intending to do for quite some time, or I could do a live reaction on last night's interview. But I just wanted to talk about it for a second because really I was supposed to do that reaction tonight. But I was like, nah, I just want to address certain things. I think that my belief for tonight's show was I really just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. And I do that every show, but just wanted to make it about me, not really to focus on other people or something like that. But anyway, I mean, I like I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm humble right now because hey, 54 in here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not one of these guys that's like, okay, this nigga got 500,000 watching him. Why they ain't watching me? Why are they not watching me? Oh my god, they should be over here. But but my thing is like, I would just like turn a negative into a positive. Like, I never used to see Death Racer 25X over here, and then he recently started to come around. You know what I'm saying? People like Laura Love Smith that's been around here for a couple months. People might have been ghost watching, but as far as them actually commenting and engaging and stuff like that, who else? Who else? Some new people. Who more new people? I've seen Larry Legend quite a few times. Clue Channel comes around a few times. I mean, shoot, I see new people all the time. So I don't have any doubt that this channel is making progress. It might be a little slower than other people, but uh, yeah. But hey, anybody that's in the chat right now, on my video from Monday, that May came on the panel, like she's still typing mad graphs. She typed a mad essay. I mean, I was reading this and I was just like blown away. I was like, God damn your Twitter fingers. Like I mean
It's
shit,
all
she
it's
wrote a
some of these women, man.
she
Some of
wrote
these
a
women, May,
scroll.
yeah, May and Mela and there's been a handful of women have essentially been here before a long time ago. I don't know how often you've interacted with them, but they've been here before and they frequented the space and encountered us at different points. Like I may have or may not have encountered some of these women. I don't know. I forget them because I mean, like I'm not too concerned with them for the most part, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been here. Some of them, a lot of them. May has been here before. She's been here before. She's been on Charles's channel, man. She made the rounds. You know. she not. A lot of these women aren't here in good faith. You just got to take it for what it is. You know, even if you want to have a conversation with them, you know, you can do it for content, but they're not here to have a good faith discussion. I'll tell you that much. But
Yeah.
to your earlier discussion about, you know, what you want to do with the videos or whatever, with Maggie and her review of black masculinity, or you know, the case for it. And then the other one, what did you say it was? Crimson Cure's video, I guess. I don't know what it
Crimson
was.
Cure. Yeah, because there was a dust up because Father's Time bought the trademark to the name Black Manosphere. Well, the words Black
Oh
Manosphere.
yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
for
know
the
some of that was a
for the
while ago.
purpose of doing a magazine, and everybody threw a fucking fit, including O'Shea Duke Jackson, which I didn't understand, and particularly because this is a guy that claims all up and down and around the world that he left the space or he somehow graduated to something else. So, I mean, I didn't get that logic, but you know, I understand that he was the one of the guys that helped build, you know, the whole thing. And Salty Balls, man, you man, just hit that link, man.
What? What's up? Oh, you did? Oh, you seen? Oh, that was the wrong link, man. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was funny nonetheless.
What's the link? I didn't see it. What is it?
Okay. It's a Hamburglar versus Ronald. You know what I mentioned? I guess when I mentioned like, you know, MOT gonna be the first nigga to die from like overdosing from cheeseburgers, he put that Hamburger versus Ronald McDonald link in the chat. So
Oh, damn.
Oh,
okay,
man,
so
come on.
I don't know
You
if it's
trolling, bro.
You know my channel is all things 80s, man. I don't know. I don't know how that got there, brother.
Connor Wilson's Hamburger versus Ronald is at restaurants. Oh boy.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, if you
what's
want to
up?
do it, go ahead.
Okay, so we got Faulkner in the building. Dead Set Anime, what's good? Prof Days, oh my god. Why I say something like that? Telescope 3, what's going on? Oh shoot, two more people are down there. We got BGS and we got Officer Faulkner up here in the building, but Salty.
So,
Uh
so what's good, Kev? The referendum on me, is it thumbs up or thumbs down, or are you still evaluating?
It's
man,
always been thumbs down. That's what we hear, right?
Oh, okay. I got
yeah, but
he wanted to vote. He wanted thumbs up. You got to pick a side, Kev. What is
I
it?
pick a side. For real?
How
long do I have?
I said, God damn. I felt like I was on trial. Do I get a defense lawyer?
It's like, God damn. It's like shit. And I mean, like, it looked that way to me, but when it looked that way to so many other people, you can't really deny it at the end of the day. It was just and then I even called him out on that. You know, it's like not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
You're already with this. So I mean, the other two interviews I did, I commend those interviews for, you know, making it more so about, you know, interviewing me rather than to try to eliminate this so-called quote unquote failed leadership.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
what I was thinking. I said, okay. I tuned in because I was late, but I tuned in because I actually wanted to see, whatever it is between you two. I said, okay, let's see what they got to say, and then say, wait, why is he talking about me? And say, Kev, do you agree with me?
Because
Yeah, go ahead.
it's a proxy trial. It always has been. It's a proxy trial. Everyone else is on trial for you.
What's up, fellas?
thank you, BGS. Thank you.
You didn't take the oath of loyalty, towards him, huh? We all hate BGS. You got to take this oath.
I'm good on that.
Fellas,
I mean,
fellas?
unless you do a 180 BGS and do some really just fucked up shit, you know, I don't see you having the energy or the wherewithal or even the will to do something like
And
that.
the people that I've had issues with, people that really have issues with, man, I can't even count any time I've ever done anything in public if I have issues with people. Okay, and I've had some severe issues with people, right? But and then years later, whatever happened to say, we just don't talk. If my thing, well, maybe it's a California thing. If I don't rock with you, I just don't rock with you. Okay, this is social media. I don't have to live with you. You're not, I mean, you're not my close family. We have to see you every day. And hey, if we don't agree, don't agree. Basically, we don't rock with you. There's no reason for me to drag your name all through the interwebs, man. For what? So, so me doing a 180, if it's 180, man, it's just like cut you off. And I just
I was
don't
like,
yeah.
yeah. I mean absolutely. But I was just, I was speaking in general. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I don't. If you wanted to do something like that, you'd have
No.
did it by now.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I mean, it like, I don't know. It's just I don't have like that kind of fear or anything like that. If I deal with you, yeah, I'm definitely not afraid of you or afraid of what people believe that you're capable of. I mean, that's immaterial to me. So that's all I ever say at the end of the day. I mean, the way
I just wondered, man. So what's the verdict, man? Because I was on trial, man. You were the jury. I said, what's the verdict? Am I guilty or not?
guilty of pissing people off, shit. Way guilty of that. Like shit. The sentence is having to observe butthurt motherfuckers. Like shit.
What's up, everybody?
What up,
What up,
Colonel
Charles?
Colonel Charles Faulkner of the Baltimore PD?
Formerly of the Baltimore PD.
Oh yeah, but he's a CEO of Black Line Security Inc. right now. So
LLC. I ain't doing the
LLC. I'm sorry.
I'm not doing the incorporated. You're not kicking me off my company. Fuck that.
Yeah. So Faulkner, have you had a chance to check out any of that interview at all?
Nah, because I got a real life. But
oh shit! Well, excuse me.
But no, I haven't got a chance to check it out because I've been a little busy, and I'm just like, it's kind of hard to speak to fucking people with low intellect sometimes. I heard the dummy shit down, but and I'm pretty sure you gave a hell of an interview because you're not a bad guy, you're not a stupid one either. But it's like, what's the detraction? What's like from me to all these other people who don't like you or the space or who you're connected to? It's just, it gets kind of old after a while. Like, pick a struggle.
Yeah, but what you would discover is that even is too complicated for some people. I mean, but what my thing is, okay, Mr. Me Too. Thank you for the super chat. He said, fuck that, old man. Make them kiss the ring. Hashtag support Black Men Media. Hashtag do you believe?
Do you believe now?
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
thank you for the super chat support, Mr. Me Too, and the last person that gets D Scott. Okay, let me go ahead and play this for y'all real quick. All right, think that the support I've been getting lately. I mean, like I said, it's not like it's like I'm raking in the cash like lead attorney or anything like that. But I've been getting a little bit of super chat support lately, so I really appreciate that. Like I said, things like that make me humble.
Ease the pain, man. Eases the pain. So
It really does because at least you get them. I guess they demonetized my shit, but who cares?
why did they demonetize you? You never said why they did.
They put some little bullshit in. Like I don't know. I got to go back and read it because once again.
Yeah. Just forward me the email so I can look at it because there's a couple of there's a bunch of reasons, but there's normally only two.
Gabe A said, "I say embrace the hate, have fun with it. Please do not tell me anything like that."
The thing is,
because I will run with that shit, man.
The only thing about embracing hate and that kind of going back and forth like that, you waste too much time.
Guy, Oh man, gotta love Gabe A. Everybody's favorite passive aggressive.
The thing it keeps you from doing other things because it's constant, and
Yeah,
as soon as
but
you
what
as soon
I
as you knock
said,
one down, you pick another one up. But it's an ongoing thing. Go ahead.
no, because I was saying like, Gabe, don't tell me nothing like that because
Okay.
that made me feel like the kid with my new little shiny Transformer toy. Like, yeah, oh my god, it transformed. Shit, I can just,
Yeah, you
hell
can be
yeah,
yourself, so you can let it all out, huh?
yeah.
Well, I can't say nothing. That's what my master teacher spawn channel's about. So you can let it
Uh,
all out. Because I always
oh, okay.
used to get all kind of criticism. Wait, you stop talking about these people on this channel. Blah, blah, blah. It's okay. I'm gonna create a whole new channel, and this is what it's for. So if you're over here, you with the shit, and if you're not over here, then you shouldn't be over here, right? Don't tell me about what I shouldn't talk to, who I should talk to, no matter how low or how high. Okay, this
All
is
right,
me. This is where I let that out. And if you don't want to be here, don't be here. You know.
all right. Okay, I'm
Yeah,
about
if
to
you want
call.
to spend time throwing chairs, man, go ahead. Ain't nobody tripping.
Oh yeah, if this is where this is where the car wrecks and train wrecks happen. So,
Speaking of throwing chairs, man, somebody described me as that guy in the Boondocks that throw the chair in the crowd and people just start fighting. And while
Yeah,
he
that's what
walking
I'm
away.
referring to. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
all right, have fun, folks. Have fun, folks. So I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna call out 2 more content creators. Y'all ready for this?
go ahead.
All right. I really wish the breakdown on Woman's Perspective would come back out of their semi-retirement and interview me. You
Okay.
know why? I
Why?
want them to interview me
Why?
because they interviewed MOT twice. A nigga that talking about planting drugs on me. It's like, are you fucking serious? I'm gonna
Hey,
plant some
listen,
drugs on
Kev.
you.
Hey, listen, Kev. As far as everyone is concerned in that camp, women should head the Black Manosphere.
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. And the red pill.
Actually pay you to do it because um, okay, let me get my thoughts on their channel. I could have had a V8, but I pissed it out. But anyway,
So you had one. It passed.
Hey,
through.
but no, I'm not okay. So let me just
But
make a disclaimer. I'm not taking any shots at Concrete Rose or Sister
no, I
George.
love them too.
That
My
is
girl.
not a shot. Not like I'm afraid for them to go off on me because they already did it once. Like, but I mean, it's not
Put
like
your
that.
wife on the phone.
He said, put my wife on the phone. Man,
I ain't never been on the phone.
man, look, I'm just gonna tell y'all just like this.
I got to correct you one time. I was
Yeah, that's why I try not to. I try my best not to really talk about family because these people in the space do not respect boundaries, and I've learned that the hard way.
Oh no, that's because certain so-called wannabe trolls had to be put back in their place.
And they were funded and gassed up by certain people that I'm not gonna name. So, and I found that out. But
Don't worry, I put him back in his place.
yeah, well, yeah, that's why you're my hero.
All right, and I don't know, for some reason I'm hungry, but I can't eat because I'm on this like I put myself on a diet. Like I've actually lost what I mean, I got a dad bod. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it, but I don't want to go into 50 with a dad bod. So what I'm doing is I'm starting to work out again like I did in the 2000s. I mean, I may not get back up to benching 315, but I go ahead, Faulkner. You're trying to say something?
I said my man hitting a Rocky montage on us and shit.
Man, one thing I discovered, man, it hurt. It's like when you lay off working out and you start back up. And like especially for my age, that shit fucking hurts.
It does.
But
that shit sucks. Yeah, I know.
But
I'm not even your age yet.
Yeah. But see, but the thing is that I'm seeing
it hurts at any age.
But the thing is, I'm seeing like when I do like my weights right now, the way I do it is that the lactic acid buildup is, swelling up my muscles again, So, so I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens by the time I turn 48 in September. I'll see where I am.
The thing about weightlifting and stuff like that, and Charles Wiley can tell you, okay, if you've ever lifted heavy, those tendons still The biggest thing is building up the tendon strength. Okay, as far as
Yeah.
lifting weights,
I got-
and once you have them, they recover pretty quickly.
I got to put this. Disclaimer out. I don't know anything about weightlifting nor any heavy, according to certain people.
Certain people.
BGS is truly from LA. He must got some weights in his front yard or something. That's something that somebody uncle in LA would only know during that era. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've had to do it, man. I've had to do it. I don't claim to be Charles or Dr. Thunder, but I've had to do it.
All right, but Saul T, you had came up here. You had a you haven't had a real chance to really just speak yet, so you got the floor.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I already adjudicated BGS earlier, man.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be thrown off like last night, man. You was throwing me off.
I do what I
But
mean.
see, but every time I ask somebody why, they come to me with this, you don't know the history shit.
Okay.
You don't know the history. I say, okay, so you're making me a part of this history. I want to know.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the deal? It's like this. I don't ask anybody permission before I make a stream. You know what I'm saying? It is like this, really. Like I said, we have to resonate. I can't do anything without resonating. Like I said, any content creator, BGS, Faulkner, Mr. Z, any of them, like Edward Anderson, like all of us can go on at the same time. But the thing is, I can't complain if they choose to watch you, BGS. They choose to watch Faulkner. They choose to watch Edward Anderson.
Yeah.
Even though I did confess to being a little upset with Edward Anderson one night, but that was like 2 years ago. But I got over it quickly. Mr. Z, all y'all going on at the same time. And I can't get mad because, there are certain people that prefer watching y'all at those times instead of me. Well, maybe one person, but but everybody else, thank you. But
we usually try to do it as a courtesy. It's not something that's a strict rule. It's just a courtesy. We try.
No, and I do understand, but like I said, at the end of the day, my view on that has always been consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Do what y'all want to do.
Yeah.
Do what y'all want to do. If it's up to me to become the preferred choice, that's it. And if I can't do it, then so be it. I have to say, hey, I concede. It's whatever, and let's all work together to make this a better space for all of us.
That was the goal. That's at least.
Well, yeah, it's collaborative. It's a collaborative game. It's not. It's competitive to some extent, but it's mostly collaborative than
But no, you didn't
competitive.
promote my channel. You didn't share my channel. Fuck you, old nigga.
But here's the thing, and I want to let everybody know this. Here's the thing. Okay, and I fucking forgot. I'll remember it in a second. Go ahead.
Can I ease in on that real quick?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, BGS.
Yes, sir.
I did some inductive reasoning today about I postulated where you were going on a lot of the stuff that you cover or genuinely have kind of covered over the years, and it led me to the subordinate male
hypothesis.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Was I accurate in that theoretical framework, in which is as one of the ones being used?
Yeah. That's basically, that's the effects that we see as black men. Okay, there's wherever, however many years that people want to say. Some people say 67, they say about 200, but some people have a different time frame. The thing is, that is the driving force, an angst between us and our women. Okay. I just remember what I said.
Okay, for people who are complaining about the people who hit my panel, every time I drop that link, it's not like you can't fucking hit the link. Like shit. Like what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna tell BGS not to hit the link. I'm gonna tell Faulkner not to hit the link. Any of you motherfuckers can come up here.
Yeah.
Listen. I'd be nice. I'd drop off. And I would invite anyone else that's too scared to talk to you one-on-one. Let them go. Let them have it. I'll drop off.
Because see, like for people like that talk all that shit and talk all spicy and shit and all what do they call it, zesty like that.
Mhm.
Those people don't want to have that conversation with me. They don't. They don't want to have that conversation with me in particular. Like, and I'm not saying it like I'm somebody. I'm not saying it like it's like that. It's just that when I walk up to you, knock on your door, and say what the fuck is up, then hey, let me know what's up.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody, any of those guys in any of those camps could have hit that link, and we could have had the same conversations that I'm having with you guys. And the thing is, they're afraid of the very thing that I'm not afraid of. They're afraid of getting ambushed. Like, dude, like I was born in, I would say,
I was
blood.
born in the
Okay.
darkness.
Yeah. It's like it's like, you know, I've always, like, in some way, shape, or form had like that brutally honest personality.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you know, when you do that to a bunch of kids, they get together and it's like 15 or 20 of them in this joint effort to take me down. And this was like early in my life. So I always been kind of used to being with the shits. I mean, shit, ever since I was a kid. Like, no, I mean, you say something stupid, I'm gonna say it's stupid, no matter what it is. And you can get all mad all you want to fight and shit. No, nigga. And then, but see, the thing is, though, also, I was one of the smaller kids too. I mean, when you were like, what, you spend most of your like life up into, you know, mid-teen, guy under 5 feet and under 100 pounds. Yeah, it makes you an easy target.
You had a hell of a growth spurt. Huh?
Yeah. I'm 5'11", I'm 255 right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, and most people they look at me, they don't see a fat guy, they see somebody they wouldn't fuck with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I used to be on the weights and shit. But like I said, I want to go into my 50s on a high note. God willing, I make it. You know, I want to go in the 50s on a high note. I just don't want to be your regular, average, everyday, what they like to call us, old nigga. You know, I'm gonna be somebody that you even if you like 25, you're gonna think twice. You know, that's just who I am.
We both up in this northeastern corridor, and you know how younger dudes move, man. We ain't playing them games. We don't play them same games that a lot of you older guys do. You know, we go straight to sticks. We don't play them games. We're not trying to fight with you. We're not doing that. We don't do that.
We don't,
I'm not a part of that crowd. I'm not throwing no hands unless that is what we agree to from the start. I'm not throwing hands.
And I'm not.
I'm going to the truck.
I mean,
dudes walking out. Hey, I'll meet you at my truck, sir.
You don't go to the truck on me.
I mean, everybody had a right to defend themselves, you know, or preserve their physical well-being, you know, by defending themselves. But, you know, at the same time, if somebody, you know, it like you said, PK, if they agree to that, then hey, you know, I'm just saying that, you know, people generally don't try me like that. No. And that's not bragging.
Well, you know what happened? The internet made fucking brave men out of people. And we got away from having, you know, just basic respect. Just from the fear of somebody's going to whoop your ass. And it's crazy because I remember when I first came to these spaces, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to do this. I'm like, why? I said, okay, if you feel that, Froggy, I'm going to be here from these hours to these hours. I'll put my gun belt in the fucking trunk and try your best. Hope for the best. You're not going to.
I ain't stupid. There's certain people I'm not going to run up on. I ain't going to run up on no Charles. What the hell? I get fucked up. I get folded. Dude, it's too big. There's no answer to that. And most men are probably thinking the same thing.
Not even big. I'll tell you.
Why did the sun black out all of a sudden? Where's that shadow come from? That's that nigga.
Okay. 1 second. Oh no, TBBT might be upset because I told them to shut the fuck up forever. So got to do this real quick.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
Well, it's not even about being big. I'll let you know the little secret. All the fights I've been in were either guys bigger than me or multiple people. I'm still here.
Well, I know,
Okay.
because I mean, you a big ass nigga. You jumping you.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I come from a different.
well,
There's a divide in between there's a small age gap. Older guys, y'all used to fight one on one. You're a millennial, Charles, but you're an older millennial. You're closer to the Xers than the millennials. So I guess the little in between. They call y'all Xennials or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Y'all would throw hands, but the younger guys, like 9 times out of 10, like we did jump, y'all did jumping too. But if we know we can't beat your ass, like we jumping you, and we're going straight to sticks. It's not nothing to talk about.
Like,
We got it. We got to do it this way because it's not a fight. It's not a fair one anyway.
I mean, one day I'll tell you the story what happened. I think I already told you the story what happened right in front of Lexington Market years ago. And two guys jumped on me, and two guys got carried to the hospital,
Yeah, fucked around and found out, didn't they?
and they got
Mm.
arrested.
Yeah, I ain't care. I don't know, man. If I got to come at Charles, I would number one, I never would because me and Charles is cool. But if it's a dude Charles size, I'll tell you. I was talking to my uncle not too long ago because I had a family issue I was dealing with. This is about like a couple months ago. I was talking to him, this big ass fucking dude, right? And he was talking about how he recently got shot not too long ago. I'm not gonna, reveal too much, family matters and whatnot, but he got shot not too long ago. Was in the hospital, and he's a big ass fucking dude. Young guys ran up on him, and I was telling him, I was like, shit, I shoot your ass too. You goddamn big. I ain't playing with you. Fuck you, really. Like he was like, okay, I kind of can see that. Started bust out fucking laughing. You know, and it's like you big guys y'all don't really get it. It's like I guess because of the era y'all come from, because y'all are of that era where dudes would talk shit and would play with you and whatnot and would actually get into a fight with you. You used to that. Like, and everybody's not going to do that with you. As young guys, a lot of us young guys are just, scared, call it whatever you will. We're not going to play with you that way because we know what that leads to. You had to put up them two dudes, but if I'm coming at a dude your size, either it's straight to sticks or I'm bringing 10 dudes. That's how it's going,
If I see
you
10,
know?
bringing my blackout, my 300 blackout.
Exactly.
Get us wonderful friends.
Mm.
I'm like, and plus I got a holographic sight on that bitch. If you really love me, pow, 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 pow. I mean, it's sad because a lot of young dudes. This is what happens when you're a single mama baby. You can't fight. Your mama don't teach you to fight.
Yeah.
So we got to jump people. And I'm looking at these two guys. You're trying to jump me. I wouldn't even want y'all to help me in a fight. God damn, go sit down somewhere. Y'all not doing it. And it's sad because a lot of guys out there have this bravado, this pride, and you like slow down. Like what? I'm like, dude, learn to have a sense of humor. Everything's not supposed to be taken seriously. Get the fuck out of here. Well, no. This man, he talked about me. Okay, what you gonna do about it? Well, I don't know. You want to fight him? Like we could sanction the shit, huh?
A fair fight? What?
Oh yeah, and I had to have a talk with my son too because he boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the dudes that he grew up with, he looks at my son like a little brother because him and his younger brother, him and Peanut are best friends. So he's 24, 25, and he wants to box my 16-year-old son, and he's talking shit to Peanut.
Okay.
Peanut said, we could go get the gloves. So Robert was like, you sure you want to do that? He like, nah, Peanut, little kid, I can do it. I knew Peanut all this time. He says he goes upstairs, he see Peanut wrapping his hands.
That's not a
I
good
saw
sign.
the video.
Mm-hmm.
Peanut hit him with a right hand that was so fucking hard, he almost put him to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I had to talk to my son the other day because he was sparring with a guy. And how can I say this? He kind of accidentally put him in the hospital.
Mm.
And I'm like,
Was it an accident or an
Yeah. No,
accident?
basically,
sparring.
if you're trained, and your instincts take over, you forget that the untrained person can actually hurt them.
Sparring because the guy went he's in the hospital, so still, and I had to make sure that he was mentally okay. Like, it's not your fault. It's part of combat sports. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
when your
so it's a genuine accident. That's what I was getting at. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 when your daddy competed in wrestling, he broke a couple of guys' arms. So, and I've actually sent people to the dentist when I boxed and sparred in MMA. So it's some things are gonna happen in combat sports. It's like, it goes to show, like, it's one of those things that comes to fruition that you fuck around and find out. And a lot of these kids, because of the way they're raised, don't want to find out. And
Yeah, I was talking to my younger cousin about that. How old is your son, by the way, Charles?
here,
About how old is your son? I'm just curious because I was talking to my younger cousin about that, like when I went to handle some family matters.
he's about 16, 6'1", 160.
Okay, so I got you. Yeah, I got a little younger cousin in Ohio, and he in boxing or whatever. And he's getting trained up by the same guy who trained up one of the champions here or whatever. And he was telling me, because I was telling him, I was like, man, when I was, in my 20s, that's when I was, that's probably where I peaked out in my best physique, where I had the best hands of my life. And I was telling him about that. And I was telling him about how I used to do boxing and whatnot a long, long time ago. And he's like, oh, that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah. He started telling me about how he's doing boxing now. And I was like, man, shit, I'm so fucking beat up now for my job. I probably can't even beat your ass no more. I probably could have when I was your age, though. But not no more. He was showing me his sparring videos and whatnot. But yeah, he was basically telling me, he's like, man, listen, these young guys around my age, they ain't shit. I was like, oh boy, that's bad. That's bad.
A lot of them are very effeminate. It's shameful to say it, but a lot of them are very effeminate. They they want to hit you, and they're swinging like, they're swinging a fanny pack at you or some shit. So it is what it is.
Yeah, because I mean, I was like, sure, because well, my uncle, his dad, you know, he done been in a lot of fights. He know I done been in a lot of fights because he knows my history in life. You know what I mean? So I was sharing with me and him going back and forth, sharing stories and whatnot. He done broke all the knuckles in both of his hands and whatnot through his life. And I'm showing him my knuckles. I done broke two of them in my life, and it's like, I still got a broken knuckle. I was telling him about something and whatnot. Something that happened to me not too long ago, but a while ago. I was talking about how I broke my knuckle or whatever in a more recent scuffle, not too recent, but more recent than the last couple of years. Over some misplaced words by me and another man. And long story short, the kid was kind of taken aback, and he's like, "Yeah, no, we don't really do a whole lot of that no more. Most of us ain't really fighting like that, and all the kids around my age are kind of, they bitches for real." And I was like, "God damn, this is ruthless.
That is
Is it
true.
really that bad?"
That is true, Mr. Meach. A lot of bitches do pull triggers, but here's the bad part about it. At least you get to walk away. These guys are so scared that they this is the most effeminate group of males I've seen, where they'll talk the most shit, but once you confront them, they're scared shitless, especially by themselves. But once they think they got an advantage, they're the man. That nigga, that's what they are.
Well, I mean, Faulkner, how do you do be reacting to words on these platforms? I mean, shit. It makes you wonder about how they used to carry themselves or how they still carry themselves in their real lives. Like, this and it's like the tough guy shit on the internet. I know I probably said some things too, is you got a chance against me, and they're like, and there's no way I can prove that. But being on a Wi-Fi connection has given these guys like carte blanche to say wherever the fuck they want to say without any consequence. That is a dream come true for dudes like that. You know, they're able, like, that's why you got shit like Beef Sector, and then instead of you beating the shit out of one of these guys, they try to put your address out there so somebody else can do it by proxy, which is whack. Which is the one main reason why I don't like doxing, because it's like put your big boy pants on. If you want to do something, do it your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that same troll that tried to dox me, and unfortunately, he was doxing BGS. I said, I have to warn you. You do know that what you're doing is illegal. And by the way, if somebody comes up to me and finds out where I live or where my son lives, we're not talking. If I beat you, if I shoot you, it would be more humane. What I would do, because
shooting them instead of making them wish they were dead. That's what you talking about?
No, I'm going to tell you what my partner said to this one teenage kid we arrested. He was like, "Yeah, I want to see how good you are with the hands." You know what she turned to him and said? It would be more humane if he shot you. Like I would said, if you ever tell me I want to see you, man, it was a different time before the body cameras. You ain't tell a Baltimore cop, yeah, you ain't nothing without that badge and gun.
Oh God.
I remember during the riots in Baltimore, it was these 4 teenagers. They were about 16, 17. I had a Hispanic cop and a white cop in the Jeep with me. I got out from the driver's side and I said, whatever happens, don't come out the car. I took my badge off my shirt, put it on the ground since they were talking shit. I said, I'm going to tell you one thing. First motherfucker beat my ass can keep it. You know what they did? They walked around it like the bitch was COVID.
And Bob told you have a good day, sir.
I would have hit him with I would like to beat your ass, but no, I don't think that's gonna happen.
And I don't think about size because I'm like, look, my job is
I do. I got to. You're in a different weight class, so you got that luxury.
Get me who'd fight me and shit.
Yeah, well, trained fighters have to worry about other trained fighters. They don't worry about civilians, no matter what the size.
It's the fact of the matter that when people get into this mode of saying they want to beat your ass, and I'm like, okay, you might do that, but is it worth the cost of blood? Because even if you win, you're going to go to the hospital with me. Are you willing?
Yeah, that's the fucked up part about it. Yeah.
Are you willing to take that
different
man?
fight?
And it's like a lot of good young men would still be alive if they can actually learn how to control their fucking tempers. But when you live in a gynocracy, what a lot of these dudes do, they, oh, fuck you. You know, I'm this better man. I'm this, like, who cares? I'm glad you're making money. You're not giving, okay?
Yeah, you notice.
Well, it's an escalation. Sorry, BDS. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, it's an escalation, and that's what I talked to my uncle about, because he had the kind of temper where he actually came from that, where he was the crash out guy. You know, he would wake up in the morning and was like, okay, it's time to crash out. That's why, that's why his hands are fucked up the way they are. You know, he was really that guy. And, I can't really go too much into detail, but yeah. And so I was telling him, I've never been that type of person, but there is an escalation. There are lines that you don't cross. So then we have to talk with our hands because you crossed that line, and if we don't talk with our hands, we don't need to talk anymore because it could become, potentially lethal, and we don't need to do that. So we should probably not be around each other, because if we're not going to throw hands, there's only one other remedy, and that's just kind of how I see it. I know other men may see it differently, but I mean, it's escalation. It starts with words. We can have a conversation as long as it's civil. If you want to have a discourse, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna get disrespectful and you want to, act like it's gonna be some hand throwing, and fuck all that talking. Let's just get straight to the hand throwing. I've always been that type of talk, that type of person. So, you know, I don't know. I don't do too much of the go back and forth with you, not on the internet, not in real life. I've never been that person. Let's just get straight to it.
Mm.
I think that's easier to do. And I do agree with you. Many more men in general need to learn to control their emotions. I agree with that. But the thing is, though, at the end of the day, you know, as long as you a man, you gonna have to demand that respect because there's no other way to attain it. It's a demand. It's not a question. And if it does become a question, then it can only be escalated. Unfortunately, it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
You're actually, yeah, you're talking about, the human condition, really.
It's like in the department. People used to be like, "Oh man, I heard you like to fight." I said, "No." Even she who will not be named be bragging about some of the stuff that happened. I said, "I don't like to fight. I'm the guy trying to de-escalate shit. I'm the guy making jokes. It's just that I get to the situations. It's so hot and heavy. I can only react." And we're past the point of words. Unfortunately, sometimes, not all the time, very few times, you have to take action or that guy's going to hurt you. And to prevent him from hurting me, I have to do something quick and painful to him, unfortunately. So to subdue him and to keep him from hurting me or someone else, I have to do something that may be slightly malicious. And it was a misconception. "Oh, you like to do this?" And they'd be like, "Man, I thought you were just..." Even Josh, when he first met me, he was like, "You look like this one ass kicking guy," and that's all. And he said, "You were like chill as hell." I said, "Yeah, that's just me. I'd rather have fun and just chill." But I have no ego coming to do this shit. Like, I'm like, okay, let's work this out. Let's talk. I know people are angry. And a lot of guys out there, unfortunately, never knew these three things. There's a lot of guys who don't know what it feels like to win a fight 1-on-1. There's a lot of guys who never felt lusted after a woman. There's a lot of guys who, unfortunately, nowadays do not understand or comprehend how it feels to be a quote unquote winner. So they gotta get this bravado, this fake pride about themselves, and boost themselves up to these omnipotent levels, so to speak, just so they can try to convince you of the man they really, are not. A lot of these guys out here just putting on facades, and that's what it is, and that's why the guy who puts on the facade can be very dangerous because he's gonna try to do something to prove his manliness. That's why you got the guys who are quick to shoot people, because if they don't have that firearm in their possession, they get exposed very very quickly, and sometimes.
So what you talking about essentially is how women socialize to these boys, how their sort of idea of what masculinity is, and what their idea of what masculinity is purely either sexual or security, and it's an exaggerated sense of that sort of masculinity, right? From the time you told, don't come home with a loss or anything like that, right? Not that there's no option to de-escalate, not that there's no option to do anything else or whatever case may be. It's almost like she's projecting her programming of what she believes a man is rather than what a man actually is in truth,
What happens with women is that women have a bastardization, like you said, of how a man is supposed to be. That's why, but unfortunately, in our community, we see our masculinity through feminine eyes. And what happened is that a lot of these guys, that's why you have this underbelly of Simp Nation. "Oh, a real man would do this." How the fuck do you have a real man if you never kept one? You didn't grow up with your dad. You couldn't keep a man longer than the hour that you were on your back with him. And how can you tell me what a real man would do? You will wish this man would do something, but
Yeah,
not anytime.
these are idealized archetypes,
Yeah,
templates, and character programs or whatnot that they want people to be or whatnot. Just like they think a man is supposed to be there is just there totally for resources and nothing else. You know what I mean? And so here's the thing. It's funny that you say that because one of the things I've learned, quite honestly, growing up in LA around people who are about that life is at the end of the day, like if it's really no other option, there's really no other option but that. But usually, the problems occur whenever there's quote unquote uh, feminine energy in the mix. A lot of the stuff that had went on in LA was because of that. Quite honestly, I'm sure other cities too.
well, I'm a
Well,
fresh.
women promote the crash out, ideology. They really do, and a lot of conflict that arises out of street level bullshit is actually due to women's nefarious activities within the community. A lot of people
Well,
don't realize that.
a lot of women are nefarious as shit because you know why? Because they don't have to answer for it. If women had to answer a quick punishment for their actions, you think they would actually do it?
Oh, you hit it right on the nose. Let me tell you this. Okay, not to speak on anything or not that I'm advocating for any violence in any sort of form, but I'm gonna state this as an observation. So obviously, when it comes to a woman coming at a guy, beating on a dude, disrespecting him, and you see all these videos and this, that, and the other. My question is, where is this person's quote unquote girlfriend or sister or wife or whatever the case may be? Women get mighty respectful with each other. You understand what I'm saying? Right? When it comes to, the pain of, getting down, but they want everybody else to get down, lose their life, take bullets and everything else for them. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I'll tell you.
They get really diplomatic when it comes to each other, though.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you this funny story real quick. When I was at the bank, opening up a new business account. Um, the lady was having a conversation, and I was telling her about my show, and she was like, "Well, it sounds like you think that men are better than women." I said, "It's not that. I just think that we raise children better. If you want to think about it, how many single fathers have issues with their children being ne'er do wells?" And she said, "Well, there's women who could beat men in fights." I said, "Where?" I said, "The only time you actually see women beating a guy in a fight is because he's not hitting back. As soon as that motherfucker hits you and lifts you off your goddamn feet, well, there's women because, we could beat smaller men. No, you can't. No, you cannot."
No, 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 no. Hey, can I interject for a second? Y'all want to hear something hey, y'all know Femi from the chat? Supposedly she has a sex tape out there.
Who?
Oh, really?
Femi. No biggin that used to come around here and start yelling and screaming about what black men are saying about hair weave and shit,
Oh.
Sex
Yeah,
tape.
she apparently has a sex tape out.
Oh man, now you're gonna have to take this down. God
That man said nightmare fuel.
You have to take this damn broadcast down.
Why would I have to take it down?
Never mind.
Okay. What is saying? Like revealing like TMI, too much information?
Yeah.
Why are you letting me know the existence of this shit?
Yeah.
So my shit is leaked. No, you leaked.
Yeah, she leaked it for self-promotion.
Yeah. Remember like when Jill Scott supposedly her boobies leaked? Picture of a yeah, right. You just
Supposedly.
it was just a last ditch effort to be sexy. All right, but let me Like
Oh yeah,
Andre Fort.
you had those what you call it, those review videos, right? That
What do you
were
mean
gonna,
reaction?
yeah,
Man,
you
I
were
ain't gonna
gonna
do that shit. Hell no. People start
uh,
unsubbing. Kev, you damaged my eyes.
Damn
You
it, right.
destroyed my
oh
dreams forever.
no, I'm not talking about that other one. I was talking about the stuff you brought before.
Oh, you talking about the interview?
Yeah, there's some interviews and some other things that you said when Charles and BGS was just getting on the panel. You were saying some things that it was like a clip you had. You
A
wanted us to,
clip?
yeah, maybe
He talking about the Kev. He talking about the Maggie Thompson thing and the other thing. Is that am I
Oh
correct?
yeah. I was gonna do those within like the next couple of weeks. The Maggie
uh,
Thompson case for black male masculinity and Crimson Cure's uh when she did a broadcast on the Black Manosphere magazine.
I see.
Yeah, so those are the next two reactions. And I also put my email address. Let me see. Let me put it on the screen again. Anybody who wants to suggest a reaction for me, let me put yeah, just please email me at kevin@bmbbh.com. So
I was trying to review that hamburger video, man.
you will hold up, man. let me show you what you're talking about. I mean, you said that that was the wrong link or something like that. Or
Yeah,
oh
that was the
god,
wrong link.
okay, all right, I got you. So let me hold up.
What happened there? What happened there?
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to
by the
move it to
way,
the next
Kev,
screen.
and
I
by
was
the
trying to move it
way,
to the next. Go ahead.
I'm gonna save this. I don't know what is that, but I don't know. And anybody been catching up with that X-Men '97? That shit is good as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I heard they just had a very controversial episode.
Oh man, that shit was good. Man,
Oh, okay.
that was some. I was at my office and that whoo, whoo, man, that was a heavy episode. It was good as a motherfucker, but it was if you're black, you will understand it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, after I get off here tonight, I'll go check out that episode because I was actually kind of surprised at how good the show was because Disney been on some bullshit lately with Marvel.
Oh no, they kept this. They knew that if they fucked this up, it would be a fucking riot in the streets. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're black or if you come from like a Middle Eastern country, you'll totally understand this episode. You'll totally like
okay.
it's heavy. It's a couple of my favorite, but heavy as fuck.
Okay, so this is the video you was talking about, salty balls. Feel kind of funny saying that, but oh, he on mute right now. Okay, so yeah, I'll wait till he comes back before I start it up. Think he in between time. So yeah, but I'm about to end this shortly once I do this one right here. But next Wednesday, just like I said, if you wanna suggest a reaction for me, there's my email address.
I'm about to go back to office.
Oh, salt. Okay, salty disappeared. So
I'm about to go to my office. I think I might do a quick review on this episode and be like, yow. Yeah.
Okay.
It was that good. This series is shit. It's right at that notch, right before you can allow your kids to watch it.
Yeah, my frozen. My bad.
But
okay.
It's like it's very adult. Kids will get it, but the people who know the characters and the tone of the series would definitely get it. But I'm gonna do one as soon as I get back in my office.
Okay. Okay, Salty. Hold on one second. I did it wrong. Let's see. Sound. Okay. Boom. 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 Right there. So this is the video you was talking about, right, Salty?
Yeah, that's that's for all those comic fans. That's all.
Oh, for real comic fans. Oh, like the fans of Dark Side.
Yeah, for those characters out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, fair use on this one. All right. Let me play it.
You might
Say
want to
burgers
double
vanish. Say what?
you might want to double speed that or something.
Oh yeah, because
Nah, never mind. I wanted to get you strike, man.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna give me a strike, but I just hope if it does, what I'll just do is I'll cut that part out.
Okay.
Okay, so but fair use anyway. Fair use. Goddamn.
Yo, they know.
Ain't wrong for that shit. But
Yeah.
we know who that was for though.
Well, I'm just saying.
That man hate watching the cows right now. Getting hungry. Did somebody say cheeseburger? I believe all that going off that man does. I believe you put some food in front of him, that motherfucker be happy as shit. I'm talking about like, with a big ass bowl of ice cream too and shit. Like, man, fucking stop, guy. Like seriously. All that little whack ass shit, that shit's over with. That's over with. It ain't gonna go without somebody me saying something or something. So y'all, some of y'all, you say the word manosphere again, motherfucker. Shit. I mean, it's about time we started doing this. It's about time we started having these little conversations. And that's all they are, the conversations. Like I said, I drop that link every time. Whoever hits that link, they can hit it if they want to hit it. But don't be mad at me because there are certain people that's coming over here that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? If you're that worried about me, that would really explain why your content hasn't gotten more traction than it has got. I mean, you worried about other niggas. Like shit, I'm only worried about growing my shit. I don't think any of you are doing anything to hinder me. I mean, sometimes like it can be kind of a, like kind of a what did I call it? Something, but like to have all of the same subs watching you because I don't want to be in a position to have to force anybody to choose or anything like that, especially if I've been supportive of their channel. But it's like this: at the end of the day, all of our individual YouTube channels, we are responsible for making them what they are. And I would say if there was nothing for me to say that RPM did not want to hear, RPM ain't got to watch. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? But he chooses to be here. I would rather deal with people that choose to be here instead of, you know, trying to shame people into just getting on my page. That's kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody out there, oh, the word shame, but y'all shame women, all this other shit. Like they're immune from criticism or something. It's like all like when people say shit like, yeah, everybody, ain't nobody above criticism, but then turn around and be like, well, but y'all talking about women and all this other shit. I'm like, I thought nobody was above criticism. The fuck? Oh, so that only goes for me, huh? That only goes for men, huh? Shit. I would say that goes for all adults. And stop being a pussy about it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm finna go ahead and just like I don't even think I got too many. I don't think I got a long work day tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a night. So I need you guys to go ahead and if there's nothing else y'all want to talk about for like another 10, 15 minutes, then we can go ahead and commence with the final statements. And then
Well, I'll give my final statement. Like always, be always brutally honest. And like I said, Kev, I'm gonna go back and watch that interview. But personally, if anybody's calling you up to do interviews, you should take it as something interesting and something challenging at the end of the day. Because think about it, you got to be really controversial to to have somebody say, "I want to have a conversation on my channel." You know.
Well, I've already said I'm open to any interview, whether
Mhm.
you're a detractor or you rather you're a guy who is like cool with me or whatever, man, or a woman that's cool with me. Shit, let's do some interviews. I'm game. So,
Okay.
and I mean, plus that will help me get a little traction anyway. And I'm not exactly the one that tries to, I would say, manufacture controversy. I think it's just better. It just feels better when it's genuine. Like, as opposed to watching porno, as opposed to actually having the bitch there, doing what you need her to do. That's kind of like how it is for me. So, yeah. So thank you, Chaos, for your final statement. Any one of you guys can go next, Salty or
Sure.
PK.
Let me
I'll
go
be
next.
quick because I know. Oh, okay. All right. Go ahead, Softy. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be real quick. Um, my grandpops was a Tuskegee Airman, and he loved track. Growing up, and he said the fastest runner always looked forward, never looked at anybody else's lanes. I like my plane there. Night, y'all.
All right. Uh, the fastest runners always look forward. Wow, that's a hell of a quote, man. Shoot. And also, historical respect for your grandfather being a Tuskegee Airman. You know, that's some cool stuff, man. To have that kind of history in your family. Yeah, I mean, I stayed in Montgomery, Alabama, so I did have family members that participated in the civil rights movement, and they were a part of history as well. But that's really a part of history. Being a Tuskegee Airman, wow. I mean, I would like to hear more on that story. You know what I'm saying? But that we got the rest of the year to do all kinds of collabs. I mean, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be popping up a lot more on like other people's panels and stuff. And then, like I said, it's just for the purpose to facilitate networking, man. So people will know I'm here. So you can stop being a lazy ass content creator, Kev. But PK, go ahead.
All right. Well, I appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you, sir. And you know, hopefully, no one has any smoke for anything I've said here tonight or in general, because I'm not going to respond. I don't have any interest in having any smoke for anybody, and
Mhm.
any smoke for me, I don't really care. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. An air of
yeah.
indifference with this man right here. But but I mean, I don't blame you for your stance because I mean, it really takes up energy. It takes away from stuff that you could focus on. I mean, for me, I just see it as kind of passe. And if you say something about me, I'm gonna give you a receipt. And if it's like, but I also can make the choice to be done with something or someone and just move on and just concentrate on my content. So I get what you're saying. I may be a bit on the other side of that kind, that kind of mentality, but I don't demonize it either. Just but one thing that I believe that we should be fighting for is at the end of the day is peace. Like it's peace, or be like PK, indifference. Just don't give a fuck and live your life. So thank you for that tidbit, PK Angel. Uh,
Thank you very much, sir. And don't take it as a criticism towards you. You, as a black man, have the right to choose whatever road you want to walk. It's
no,
up to you
no,
to make that decision. I just chose
no,
my own. That's
no,
only
no,
my stance.
no. I mean, if I have any problem with anything that anyone has said, they will know immediately. And I don't. I hope. I hope you. I hope you don't believe otherwise, just based on what I've displayed.
No, sir.
But,
No, sir.
but PK, like you pretty straightforward brother anyway. So I mean, ain't too much of a problem anyway. Don't gonna ever come from me. So I mean, yeah, you've always been cool. And but my point is, I'm not gonna hate somebody just because you hate. Not talking about you in particular, but talking about certain folks. Stay. All I can say about them certain folks is stay bitter. Hey, we look. It's got to be some forward motion at some point. I mean, but see, the only reason why I do like if I do go at somebody is just to be petty for my own amusement. I mean, shit, it's not that much of an effort. It's actually something I'm quite used to. It's like the environment that I was shaped in or whatever, something like that. But at the same
Born in the
time,
dark, but I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop down and let you get it. I got you. Born in the dark. All right, man. I catch you
yeah,
later, bro.
all right, PK.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean, it's like this with ambushes and stuff on interviews. And I mean, like, even if somebody didn't mean for it to go that way, I mean, I'm equipped mentally for that. There ain't nothing that you can do to really break me down and make me give up. It's just not. It's not gonna happen. You'll lose more sleep over that trying. It is just uh, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I have an unbreakable mentality because I really thought I did up into 2024. So psychologically, I know there's some things that I have to visit in order to reach some type of personal enlightenment. I know enlightenment is sort of a kind of a flower child kind of word to use and everything, but it just I'll take it another way, and it is just that uh, that's why, like, I guess I felt the need to have the conversation about mental health because I'm gonna repeat it when myself and Kosher Clinician and Salty Balls get together for a part two. Mental health ain't just about a nigga sad. It's not just. It ain't just about a nigga. Oh my God, woe is me. Even though those need to be visited seriously as well. Like, but it's like when you talk about like overall mental illness, when you talk about that, mute up chaos, please, please. No, I got you. All right, all right. So, yeah. So the visits to mental illness, uh, yeah. It like I said, it's not like a feel sorry for me thing or anything like that because we as black men we do understand our situation, and if you're not the absolute toughest you can be, then not only are you gonna lose, but people won't respect you. And I'm one that is like I don't give a damn about any of y'all's respect. You can take your respect and shove it up your ass, but at the same time I'd rather not have the grief. I just this wrestler will never get tired of telling me to fuck out here. Mr. What's good, man? Good to see you. But anyway, speaking of mental illness, I'm never gonna get so fucking angry to the point where I'm gonna publicly say I'm gonna plant drugs on you, just so you can shut up and stop hurting my feelings. Like, okay, and if you like I said, if you follow a man like that, I may not waste my time in giving you a side eye, but you damn sure deserve it. But I mean, because that's like chaos right there. Not chaos rain, no pun intended. Chaos rain, but I mean, these are agents of chaos. They want to see the world burn. And look, I give you the book. I give you the matches and the gasoline, but shit, it's gotta be. It's gotta make sense. That's just me. It's gotta make sense, and it doesn't make sense, especially by being used as a proxy to try to get at somebody else. Anytime any of you guys, and I mean on the other side over there, anytime any of you guys got a problem with any of us, we can always talk like men. We could always do it. We could always talk like men. I am a fan and a champion of talking like men. Otherwise, I ain't got shit for you. That's why I told them old whack ass dudes, okay, you end it by shutting the fuck up. And I'm not saying it any other way. Niggas want to be approached with kid gloves but want to act like bitches any other time. Like, no, nigga. Not at all. Not at all. You don't get to do that with me. Mm. So, thanks for unlocking the I would say I was a final boss. but I'm a secret character. You know, like Reptile, just be super fucking hard to beat for no reason, and then they send you back to the regular levels after you get spanked. Like, yeah, I'm that guy. A guy that makes you want to visit yourself a little bit more often. But you know, but anyway, I'm good, man. I am. I'm good. You know, it just if you're gonna consistently be a beans and rice son of a bitch, you know, just stay away from me. That's it. Stay the fuck away from me. Don't mention my name. You know, like Young Jeezy. If you get fucked up, don't mention my name. You know, don't like just like that. Don't mention my fucking name. Or the alternative. And I don't need to go back through what the alternative is. Let's just say it'll be 2025 before you can relax. And you know, I'm not fucking playing at all. It's not gonna happen. So anyway, looking forward to what the rest of this year will bring. I'll just say that. So anyway, that's it. So if it's got to be this way, let's smoke. Just make sure you got some good herbals. That's all. So like, share, subscribe. Long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. Don't give up. Win. And that's my motto for 2024. Even though the new year was months ago, don't give up. Win. And I'll see you all the next time. Thank you very much. And long live. Peace.